So now let's talk about a bibliography or a citation page or a works cited page, because guess what? All three of these mean the same thing. They are all telling us where you got your information from. Some teachers say it different ways. Some professors say it different ways. They all equal the same thing. So when you're doing this, understand that they all want the same information. And that is that every time you are using a new source, you have to find the citation for it. This tells us where you got the information from. I know you guys are super smart, but you are not a encyclopedia of information. You do not know everything, especially at 11 and 12. I am way older than you guys, and I don't even know all of it. I have to give my information and tell you where I get things. It also gives credit to the writer of the information. One day you guys might be a writer of a certain topic, and of course you want people to give you credit for the research that you did and the book that you possibly wrote. Now, one great thing about databases is they don't need special software to write your citation, like we're going to have to see when we start using websites, that I'm going to have to help you create these citations because it's a very specific way to do it. They've already done it for us. All you have to do is find it and copy and paste. Now, if you will remember from the video I said before, this is the only time you can copy and paste any information, is when it's copying and pasting the citation. The reason I allow you to do this is because it is very specific in where certain periods, commas, spaces are, where there's capital letters. It is so specific that you actually will lose points from your citation by doing it the wrong way. Now, there are many different forms of citations. Many different people thought that they had the better way of doing it. We have the MLA version. It's called the Modern Language version. We have the Harvard. We have the APA. We have the Chicago style. As a district, we have decided to say MLA. That is the format you always use. It's also the most popular and the most commonly used. Now, when you get up into high school, there's a chance you're going to be using the APA version, especially for your AP classes, but that's something that you can deal with later. The easy thing is, it's not really something you have to know exactly. You just have to know to change the format that you're looking at, okay? Now, there are many places to find the different citations for the databases. So what I've done is I've gone through each database to show you where to find these. Okay, so let's start with our most popular database, the Encyclopedia Britannica. Now, let's say you're looking up World War II. This is essentially what your website will look like. You will see when you look at, you'll have to look it up, and then this is what it'll say. It'll have article, images, and all of that, and you can scroll down. Now, over here on the right-hand side, you will see a menu. It'll have a star, a little print button, an email button. Now, this fourth button with a box with a check mark in it is actually your citation. Now, when you click on it, this box pops down and you will see that it'll say, okay, what version do you want? It'll already be on MLA, but you might, just so you can pull it down and you can see the differences, you're more than welcome to, but always go back to MLA. And then underneath it is the copy and paste button, or there's the citation. Now, when you see that, you're going to highlight it and then you're going to go back over here, wrong place, here, and you're going to paste it right here. Now, I don't need to know specifically, is it a database? I'll be able to see that it's a database, but this is where it's going to go. Now, if you are in Explorica, which is it's actually our, it's one of our other databases, but it's the junior edition. You actually will find it on the right-hand side where it says tools. When you're in a website, or when you're in a article, it'll say cite, and then it'll give you the different ones, and you're going to highlight and copy and paste. Now, you might have to scroll a little bit because it's going to give, they're in alphabetical order, and they have, I said the four most common options, but there are obviously other versions. So you'll have to scroll a little bit to get to the MLA. Now, the next one we're going to look at is research and context. Now, this is actually, there's a chance that this has been changed on your thing. I believe it's called middle school now, but it's all by the company Gale. And so this still looks exactly the same. So whether you do science and context, if you do research and context, I even have point of view and context. All of that is made by one company, and that's Gale. They have just broken out their databases separately. Now, when you are in like you can see right here, I'm in World War II, you will see a tools on the right-hand side. You need to click on citation tools, make sure this says MLA, and then there it is. Now, you're more than welcome to hit select and then Control C to copy it. That will get it all. And then again, you go over here and you paste it in. I told you this is the only place that you can copy and paste. I want to say that again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. Now, one of our other websites that I'm giving you guys option on is SIRS Discoverer, okay? Now, when you go there, you have to scroll to the very bottom of the article, and you'll see it at the very bottom, and just hit Copy Citation. Remember, MLA, not APA. Once you hit Copy Citation, you can come back over here and Control V, and it will paste it there for you. Now, that's just how to find the database. That's how to find the citations. I'm actually in the next one, I'm going to show you how to create a works cited page.